I'm doing this video to encourage somebody who is also there. Maybe you don't know what to do. I think that I was introduced to Uber, and when I was introduced to Uber, I decided to give it a try, and I realized that there is money in it. This is one of my many earnings I've done. Most of the time, what you see here is not the actual money. Sometimes I make more than that. Yeah, I make more. This particular one, I made over 1,200 and I think 220, something like that. I'll show you. Then at the end of the day, when you do deductions and stuff, maybe petrol, yes, and other minor expenses, maybe I have made. It came. I think I managed to have almost 1,000 Ghana cedis as my profit for one day. Now, this is a screenshot. It's a screenshot because I took the screenshot and I couldn't do the video the same day, so I had to do it today because I was very tired. I needed that sound mind to do the video. If you check here, I did 24 trips. Then this value you see here is my total earnings, as in the money I earned. Okay, I have not looked at petrol. Okay, so that day I think I bought petrol. I bought petrol 400 cedis. I bought petrol 400 cedis, but I still made more. And that day I worked for a long time. I think I worked. I started around 5 a.m. and ended around 10:30 p.m. Started around 5 a.m. but I ended around 10:30 p.m. So if you check, this was my last trip at 9:19. Okay, 9:19 was my last trip that I went for my time on Uber to be up. I couldn't go again. It means that, but I did some off trips. So that's why I said that my money was more than this 920. This 920 you see was Uber trips. Okay, so I did some up trips and my total was quite higher than this. That is what I want you to understand. So I made quite more money. I made, when I finished, the total is that when I finished and I deducted all my petrol and everything, I was left with 1,000 Ghana cedis cash in my 1,000 and something in my hands, cash. Yeah, I was left with 1,000 Ghana cedis cash in my hands. So that is how Uber can give you. So even here you can see that I still have a balance of 31. If you can see this one, I still had a balance of 31 cedis there. So I still had a balance of 31 cedis where I circled here. Okay, so I had a balance of 31 cedis. I could withdraw. Okay, but it was too small to withdraw because I'll do other orders to clear them, which I did already. So if you check the date, it was 20. I did it on 28 April, just recent. So 28 April. This is a recent. This video I'm doing it on, I think 30th, but this one was just 2 days ago. So that should tell you how much I earned. Okay, and I did 24 trips. I had 36 points and 13 hours. The reason why you can see the 13 hours is more than maybe the usual 12 hours. The last order was quite long, so that is how come it was like that. So the hours went beyond because I accepted the order before I accepted the trip whilst my time was not up, but the trip ended up going longer than the time. So and they can't end the trip unless I end to say that my time is up. So that is how you see 13 hours, because Uber gives I think 12 hours to work on Uber. So that is how I made the 920, but in actual sense I made more. So the strategy I used to make more was that when I got to, I think when it got to about 2 hours to end, I did some off trips. Okay, so I go for the order, then I make the client cancel it. I explain to the client because I wasn't prepared to end. So the 2 hours remaining, I did about 3 off trips, and those off trips were not just small odd trips, they were long trips. Okay, so the monies were quite higher. All of them were above 100 cedis. Okay, all of them were above 100 cedis. Yeah, so when I added everything, it was very, very good. So I made quite some money. Let me see whether I can show you some things. I'm coming. Yeah, so let me show you something here. Don't focus on all all of them, because some of them I've not recorded some transactions. I'm still working on them. So if you check here, you see that 28 alone. Okay, my total savings was 1,102. That's after I deducted my petrol and everything. Okay, yeah, because this is the summary, but there are other things I did. Like I said, it's 2 days ago, so I couldn't really keep the information in my head, but that one I finished all my deductions. So when I finished, it was 1,102 in my hand, 0.30 in my hand as net profit. It wasn't profit that I have to deduct petrol or anything. It was purely net profit. Okay, I made almost 1,390. Yes, so the actual money, so the Uber money you saw was just a tip of the iceberg. I made more. So when I added everything, I made 1,390. Then I deducted all my expenses, and it was left with about 1,102. Okay, yes, 1,102. So I made quite a good amount of money. Okay, I started doing some recordings just recently. So 29th, I'm still recording on certain things there, and I'm not fully done. So that is how I made such huge amount of money. All right. So it is possible for you to also make money on Uber. My advice to you is that if you can get a car, then get it. If you can get a car, you have to get it. If the car is for you, it's good. If the car is not for you and you can get somebody's car, get it. The rest, as time goes on, I'll show you some of the tricks and the ways of going about it to make the money. Yes, it's tiring, but it's worth it. Okay, but how many people will give you 1,000 Ghana cedis within a day? Or how many people make 1,000 Ghana cedis a day? In fact, averagely, even the days I don't work at all, I'm able to make not less than 400, 500 cedis. Okay, the day I don't work, maybe I just work from morning to evening. By the time I finish morning to evening, my 500 cedis will be in my hands. Okay, unless I'm not really working, I'm just being lazy a little. But if I'm working fully, which I work, I make the money. So by the time I deduct my fuel, at least my 350, the days I want to work and make money, like maybe 800,000, I wake up early morning or sometimes dawn and start. By the time it will hit like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., I'm almost through with the money. So it is very, very possible. All right, thank you.